Morning, good afternoon, everybody from wherever you are. I'm here with Karla. She's a fellow artist. She is amazing. She is fully booked a few months in advance on normal circumstances. So we saw earlier some strategies that they are out of the beauty industry, so they are digital marketers or PR, and you're gonna see a lot of strategic stuff coming ahead on the conference today and tomorrow. But I did wanted to bring you some very successful artists that they can speak from their own experience and see how they are actually surviving this entire quarantine and how they are keeping up. So, Karla, could you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Yes, so I've been doing permanent makeup for almost 7 years. It's going to be 7 years this September. I currently have two locations, one in Florida and one in Romania. I was fully booked, but obviously with this pandemic, I did have to cancel all of my clients for the next few months. But I think it will all come back to normal, whatever that new normal is going to be. And it's definitely going to teach us some lessons to appreciate probably the job that we have a lot more. And, maybe it's not going to be like before, but we're all in this together. It's not like it's just happening to me or to you. We're all going through this. It's not like your business has suddenly failed and your competitor or whatever is doing very well. No, it's just how are you going to think about this and how are you going to approach this once we're out of this? Use other skills or sell some products or introduce new services. There's different routes that you can go with.
Yeah, so I agree. I totally agree on this. But like everybody, like it's focusing right now on how to survive, obviously, and that's the key point. Like you're a very successful artist and you're booked in advance. How do you make sure that those customers sooner or later they'll still come and get their brows done by you?
So first of all, I mean, I'm a softie. I'm not, maybe I'm not going to be such a softie after this, and I'm going to be more into money. I think we all like money, but I've never feel like I used my potential to its full extent. Even like I'm the kind of person that I'm ashamed of selling product in my own salon, which now that I think of it, it's so dumb. When clients would come to me like, oh, do you have this moisturizer? Do you have a brow pencil? No, no, no. It was always about my service, like perfecting my brow service and just slowly eliminating. I stopped offering eyeliner. Then I would do like 2, 3 lips a month. I like looking back, I actually damaged my business. Yes, I was fully booked with one thing that I knew and I knew very well, but there were all of these routes and avenues that I said no to when I should have said yes. And now I just know what I'm going to have to do. So personally, when it came to canceling, I should have flown to Miami on March 23rd, but I realized that salons were starting to close. Actually, in Romania, they put a law on the 18th of March that it would have been illegal for me to keep the salon open. So 7th of March was my last day of work in Romania, and I didn't end up going to Miami. Now, I sent out this long email to everybody, to all of my clients, and I did offer them, obviously, everybody had their deposit paid for the past few months, but I did offer them the chance to ask for a refund. I think letting go of that refund when some people, it could be their basket of groceries at Publix or whatever, it's just showing them that you're human. And it was more of an option, you can keep it and we're going to reschedule once this craziness passes, or you can just ask for a refund. And honestly, I would say out of a couple of hundred clients, 6 have asked me for a refund. 6, which is incredible. I mean, I even had an 82-year-old client. By the way, I mostly work on very old people. I work in Naples, Florida, so the demographic is mostly old people. I would say half of my clients are under 50, but half of them are definitely in their 70s, 80s, 90s. And you'd expect them like, oh, I don't know, the world is ending, I'm desperate, I want my refund back. No, like 6 out of 200, that's 3% people asking for a refund, which is great. Because I didn't feel like I had to even give them their deposits back. So I do think they're gonna stick with me, but also through the ethics that I have, and I do care about them as humans as well, not just as a source of income, honestly.
I think you're an amazing human being, and people can see that. Like once you are not there, to rip people off, and you're there to provide value and help people. People could feel that. People are not stupid. Your customers like could sense that, like because we are all in the same boat at the end of the day.
Yeah, I saw, and I'm sure, you have a lot of speakers. I'm sure if you speak to somebody else, they're gonna tell you, maybe you could sell gift certificates and everything. And I'm thinking, oh my goodness, spending somebody's money that you haven't even done a service yet. Listen, if you work in permanent makeup, if you've been doing this for a while, you have to save. You have to save. I was not good at saving money, I would say, until 2016 or 17. I think I honestly started saving January of 2016 or 17. Can't remember. So let's say it's been 3 years. Best thing that I did, honestly, best thing that even if I like when this pandemic thing started, I'm like, okay, even if I don't work, even if I don't produce any money for the next year and a half, I'm gonna be fine. But I know people that won't be fine, and you just, you have to use whatever avenues you have. And oh my God, like, what's Trump gonna give, like a $1,200 check or something to self-employed people? That doesn't even pay for my rent for a month, or like that doesn't cover anything. I cannot even base my life on somebody's check. I mean, yes, if you're in the ditch and completely desperate, that $1,200 is going to be something. But definitely after this, we all like a nice pair of shoes and a nice bag and everything, but just spend more wisely for time like this. I mean, nobody could have predicted a pandemic, okay? Especially at this level. We have epidemics all over the world all the time, in Africa and China, but maybe it spreads to 100 people or 5,000 people. But now I think this is not anything we can do to stop it. Either just, wait in your home for a vaccine or whatever. So I don't think anybody could have predicted this, but definitely try in the future to save up at least for 6 to 12 months to be able to pay your electricity, your mortgage, your food, your daycare, whatever it is.
Yeah, and I feel that now is the time,
yeah.
Like we don't afford all the luxuries, but also a lot of our costs are cut. No more traveling, no more going out, no more $500 dinners, no more.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Right? So when it comes to, I'm thinking, about all the times that I complain that I don't have time. I don't have time for another 20 minutes of cardio at the gym. I don't have time to watch a TV series with my boyfriend. I don't have time to visit my grandparents. All of the things I didn't have time for, I want to do it now. Rather than just, log in and look at the table, how many people have died. Listen, it's not like I'm vain or I'm not, whatever's going to happen is going to happen anyway. And the biggest chance is, like, you and me, Irina, we're what, like, we're not even 30, you're 30 years old, whatever you are, we're going to go through this. And I'm sure everybody's going to have a bit of, like, this pandemic will leave a mark on us, but we have to come out a bit stronger. And I think I watched one of your speakers and he said something, if you only sit on Netflix and eat, after all of this, you're just going to be broke and fat. And that's true. Like, you have to, I'm not saying you can't cry sometimes or,
let's save the tears for the joy when we're gonna go out and hug each other again, and the life will be again. Like I want to save my tears for the good moments and cherish it rather than.
Definitely. And honestly, in all of this craziness, I think it just makes me appreciate my health even more, and not just think about the coronavirus, but a lot of these deaths that are happening, it's because of other diseases. So I just want to think about my body more. Years ago, I used to book myself like 12 to 14 hours a day, like, make $4,000 a day and whatnot. And then I would pay a chiropractor, an acupuncture, a massage therapist to fix my back. It's like, what's the point if I have to go to all of these treatments 3 hours before I head to work so I can even close my fist? So, realign your priorities and think about this life. Life is fragile, life is short. You have to think how you split up your time. And I think somebody else mentioned it as well. This is the time to take classes. A lot of trainers are discounting their classes because maybe that's their only source of income right now. Listen, in 3 months, 1 year, whatever is going to get us to get out of this pandemic, we're all going to get out of this. And all of those classes are going to double and triple in price back up. So if you have the time, if you have some extra cash, this is the time to take classes. You have the time for it, you have some extra money saved, that would be great investment for you, like me as well. Am I capable to do eyeliner? Definitely. Did I like working on 80-year-olds with wrinkly skin around their eyelids? No. Every time they would call me, I would refuse them. No, I'm not going to do an $800 eyeliner. I'm going to send you to somebody else. Well, guess what? I'm not going to send them anymore. You have to, I'm not saying you have to be selfish, but you have to spread out your wings a little bit and cover more services and maybe sell products in your salon. But the to think about times like this is if something like this happens ever again. So your income is not just based on giving services. If God forbid you cannot be face to face with people anymore for a period of time.
Because I agree, more value you bring to the people, better it is, right? Because if you don't do that eyeliner, guess what? Jane next door is gonna do that eyeliner, and it's
And it's
not that you're
gonna
not.
be shittier than mine, even though it wasn't like my favorite procedure to do. But not everything is gonna be so easy on yourself.
I
And
guess
also, like you said,
diversifying is the lesson here, right? Learn to provide more and diversify, so it could be as like they're
yeah,
talking now. The stock market is crashed, the real estate will go up, and like diversify. If you have your like all the eggs in a basket, you're probably gonna lose. But if you have
yeah,
like 2x here, 3x here, you're very likely to survive. And I agree about like saving money for the black days. Like I've always been like a saving one. Even it looks like I have a great lifestyle, I have to say that I cut a lot of the expenses because tomorrow is not a promise. So you don't know, there are people that we need to pay. We have mortgage to pay. I have a child. So I think it's really important to be like, hey, it is what it is. Cut a bell because, like you need to $1,200. They're not going to help you or last you because very likely you're gonna be desperate and you're gonna buy something that just to make yourself feel better rather than something that will serve you later. So I think
yeah,
it's really important to focus on the priorities these days.
yeah, exactly. So before I did permanent makeup, I tutored kids in math. And guess what? I reactivated my profile to tutor kids. I actually miss doing it. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm not going to go back to that full time because I'm just not going to be able to live off of that. But temporarily, it is something great. Kids are now at home. They are learning online. They're doing school online. They need a lot of teachers and a lot of tutors. So maybe if you have no other source of income and you have no clients, if you're good at something, whether it's math or SAT prep, ACT, English, something, maybe try to be a tutor online just in the short term for a couple of months. Who knows? Maybe you can help out a couple of kids and it's going to make your brain stay out of this for a little bit. But
Yeah, it's so hard with all those online education, and we parents right now realize that the teachers are raising our kids. I'm getting like 5 emails from my teacher every single day. Hey, she didn't submit her homework and she did that and she need to log in this app. And I'm like, are you even serious? Like I'm trying to like
live.
live, like let me be. So I think it's so important for like even babysitting online. I mean, like let's say I right now when I'm working for 12 hours doing this conference, if I'll have somebody to entertain my daughter and do her homework virtually, which is like you can't let her home alone because she's 6 years old. But if she's in front of a screen with someone else, and yeah, everybody say like screen time and blah blah blah. I mean, give me a break. We are in the middle of a pandemic and it is what it is. Like be resourceful, I think is like number one thing that you should be focused on those days. Like you love tutoring, that's amazing. I wish you could do that with my daughter right now.
Yeah. So, like I said, we're all in this together. Nobody could have prepared us for, a huge pandemic. When we had one in 1918, and it was a completely different world, completely different about war, about internet, computers, not knowing what's actually going on. And keep in mind, a lot of this panic that they're putting on us it's just to make us stay at home. It's not such an immensely big deal they're trying to make, but unfortunately, some people, you can only make them social distance by scaring the shit out of them. So yeah,
Yeah, I agree with
what's gonna
you.
happen is gonna happen. We have to stay healthy, sane. We have to come out of this sane, first of all.
I agree. It's
Sorry.
really important to not panic and everything. So, if there is anything that you guys would have asked questions, how they can reach you, Karla?
Well, they can reach me on Instagram. Should I write it here? How
Yeah,
can I do this?
yeah, sure.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post her Instagram afterwards to you guys. We need to wrap this interview on because we are having the next one. Cole Joseph, he's like a brilliant digital marketer. I think he's one of the smartest and most strategic dude I ever met in my life. I got some tips from him that they really blew my business like in like no time, and he's like very great and like giving like very small tips that you guys could take advantage of it. So they're gonna all be in the group as well, and we're gonna do a whole video after with them whenever we are like wrapping up everything in the next few days. You guys stay safe. Karla, stay safe. You and
Nice talking to you.
thank you
Be
so much
safe.
for your time. See you soon. Bye.